Okay, sorry about that. I just understand I'm muted. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I am so sorry about that. I didn't realize that my microphone had muted itself. So thank you for your patience. So I will start a little bit again so that you can hear what I was saying to myself. Um, cookie deliveries will be starting here soon. Excuse me. Those of you in the Omaha area, the Blair area, and part of Fremont, you will have picked a pickup time when you place your initial order to pick up cookies from iGo. And so you should have those times, and those deliveries will start on Monday of next week. In the Lincoln, Columbus, and Grand Island areas, are the rest of the state, we have deliveries going on starting as early as Thursday. They because there are so many different towns that they have to go to and just so many truck drivers, they have to spread it out a little bit. And so some towns will get cookies either Thursday or Friday, but mostly it's going to be cupboard deliveries so that the cookie cupboards have their supplies, and then they'll work on the troop deliveries after that. So if you're in the Omaha area, again, like I said, you should have already chosen your date and pickup time for iGo, so you will go by that. In the rest of the areas, you'll be contacted either by your product program manager, your PSC, or possibly a delivery manager. The date that the cookies are come, and then they will set up a time for you to come and pick your cookies up. So look for that to be coming if you haven't already heard from those people. Um, so one of the things that you want to be prepared for is knowing how many cookies that you ordered. And so just to give an idea how many cookies will fit in a vehicle, I'm going to share a little chart here. Let's see if I can find the right one. Here we go. Okay, so this is a cookie pickup chart. Card chart. This you can find on our website in the cookie program resources page. And so it kind of gives you an estimated vehicle capacity. For those of you that are experienced and have done cookies for many years, you know that you can pack and turn and shift, and you probably get more in your car than what you think. I myself have a Chevy Equinox, which is kind of a crossover SUV. I can pretty much easily get probably 65 to 70 cases. So in some cases, depending if they're the smaller ones, or if you have like a lot of peanut butter sandwiches or trefoils, you can kind of shove them in between things. And, I could get close to 80 or 90. So if you would go ahead and mute your microphone. Thank you. Okay, so again, this is just a card chart that gives you an estimate of how many cases of cookies will fit in a vehicle. And so you always want to make sure that you're prepared with plenty of space to take your entire order when you come to pick it up. So if you have a larger order, you might have to have 2 or 3 vehicles to help you get that picked up. So this is just a little tool that you can use to be prepared. So what's going to happen when you come to pick up your cookies, you are going to count everything and verify that your order is complete. And so you are going to have what we call the initial cookie order delivery agreement. So this will be filled out, and you can use it to check off how many cases of Adventurefuls do you have, Tostiers, lemonade. You'll go through the entire varieties. If you ordered gluten-free cookies, you will also see that on this agreement. When it's all filled out, you'll see it has your troop number on it, who your troop cookie manager is, who your PSC is, and then total number of cases. And then in the middle section, the amounts will be calculated out. So the total number of cases by $60, because it's $60 per case. You'll receive, and then the total amount due to the council is based on whether you are taking recognitions. So you'll have to pay the council $51.60 if you're taking recognitions. If you're opting out of recognitions, you'll pay $50.40 per case. And then what is left over is your true profit, which is either $8.40 if you're taking recognitions or $9.60 if you're opting out. And again, these amounts are by the case. So then by signing this form, you are taking financial responsibility for those cookies that you're picking up. And it tells you on the form that it's your responsibility to have at least 50% of the total amount due deposited into your Troop account by February 26th. On March 11th, we are going to take out that first 50% of what is due to the council. So for instance, if you owe $100 to the council, we will take $50 out on March 11th. On March 29th, we would then take the second half, or the other $50. So it gives you plenty of time to get cookies sold and to get money put in your Troop account. So it's very important that once you get payments from your girls that you do get that deposited into your Troop account. The bottom part shows that you received the total number of cases that are listed above and the total amount due, which is the cases multiplied times $60. And then you will sign and date that form. The top part of the form is kept by the delivery manager or who's ever checking off your cookies. And then there's a copy, there is a yellow copy that will go to you to use for your records. Okay. So then what's going to happen when you get cookies to your home, your, wherever you are distributing cookies, you are going to sort everything out by the orders that the girls gave to you. If they did give you an initial order to work with, and you will set up a time and day to have those distributed. I would highly encourage you, if you get cookies prior to February 9th, that if you can possibly hold off until February 9th to distribute to your girls, it just makes it a little less tempting for them to try to sell cookies early. But we do understand that you have to work with the time that you have available. We just have to make it very clear to the girls that they don't start selling those cookies until February 9th. So once you get your cookies to your location and you have your time set up with your parents to pick up, then you're going to go back to that cookie program permission and receipts form that you had the parents fill out, maybe at your parent meeting. Maybe this is the first time you see the parent, so you're going to have them fill out the top portion with their information and sign it, giving the girls have had permission to participate. And then in that second section where it says the cookie program pickup receipt, you are going to fill in that top line. Can be used for the initial order pickup. So you want to convert to packages. So if a girl is picking up one case of Adventurefuls, you're going to write in 12 packages. If it's 3 cases, that's 36 packages. So you always want to convert to packages when you are doing this receipt. And at the end, in the first grade area, that you'll total up the number of packages that were received. And then you will multiply that times $5 in the second gray area to calculate the total amount that parent owes you for those cookies that they picked up. Okay. And then down below, there is a place for you to keep track of the payments. So in that first payment, you can put the amount that is due for that first order of cookies. And then when they pay whatever amount they pay the next time, then you can mark the amount paid and then figure the balance. And you want to try to do that every time that parent picks up cookies, or on a regular basis. Once you have the girls get started on February 9th and they start selling cookies and you need additional cookies, you can put in a planned order, and we'll talk about planned orders next week. Then you would go to that second line and fill in the next amount of cookies that that the parent and girl has picked up. Okay. As I mentioned, after you've got your your troop cookies picked up, then you're going to prepare it for the girls, for them to pick up, fill out this permission form, and then go from there. So that's kind of the simple, quick explanation about cookie deliveries. Let me get back to my screen here. If it will let me here. Okay, I am going to go ahead and stop sharing. And then okay. So at this point, that's pretty much what I have. It's pretty short, pretty simple, pretty sweet. We're very excited that cookies will be here soon, and hopefully your girls are excited to get out there and get started with those in-person sales. So at this point, I'm going to open it up for questions. You can either type your question in the chat, or you can raise your hand and you can unmute and ask your question. I'm going to see if there's anything in the chat. Okay, just the sound, and I apologize for the muting of my microphone. Are there any questions about initial delivery? When the Lincoln pickup date, it depends. Hold on, I might have that. Wendy, are you in Lincoln itself?
Yes.
Okay. And do you pick up at the event center?
Yes.
Okay, let me take a look at that. Looks like that is probably going to be on Wednesday, February 7th. According to the schedule, according to the schedule I was given anyway, so. And I'm sure that your PSC or your whoever's scheduling the deliveries will be in charge. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Wendy. What if we fill the cookie program? Oh, if you fill it, do you start another one? Yes, you can take another blank one and start another one, and you'll just kind of staple the two together. Good question, Jen. Okay. Do we have any other questions?
I do have a quick question. This is
Yes.
Jen Brill. I know
Okay.
you said we were going to talk about planned orders next week,
Uh-huh.
but can you just give me a rough idea of how long they take to arrive when you put that in on Sunday?
So basically, when you put a planned order in on Sunday, you can expect to have it probably by the next weekend. The first weekend, unless we get really, really hammered with planned orders, it should be more probably towards the middle of the week. But I don't want to promise that and say that, and then it doesn't happen. But generally, we say by the next weekend. So if you order on Sunday, you should hopefully have it by Saturday. So
perfect. Thank you.
And then Jan's extras picked up from the council. Yes, there's extra program permission forms and receipts at the council office, or your PSC sometimes has extra too. So I'm assuming that's what you were asking.
Okay, I'm just going to unmute because
okay,
I hate
perfect.
typing. Yes, that's
Perfect.
what I was talking about.
Okay.
Also, is there a way to get like the recordings from the previous town halls that I have missed at all?
Yes. So you can just go, if you just type in I think it's Girl Scout Spirit of Nebraska YouTube channel.
Okay.
Or Joanne, can you
Actually,
help with that?
Jen,
Yes.
I'll send you an email with the link.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Maybe I should post that on the East Central Facebook group too. Okay. Okay,
Joanne,
thanks, Vicki.
By chance, do you happen to have it handy that you could post it in the chat for us?
Oh, I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Let me
I
see
think
if I
I
can.
think I
Let
found
me see
it.
if I can log in. Oh, thanks,
Vicky,
Wendy.
did you hear me?
Oh,
Is
yes,
it youtubevideo.com, Girl Scouts Nebraska videos?
I think so.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yep, that's it. Now that you posted it, yep, that's it. So the link is posted in the chat. If you're able to click on the link, then that'll take you right to that. So this recording for tonight, it'll be sometime tomorrow before it gets uploaded. We have to process it and then send it to our marketing team to have them publish it to YouTube. So it should be there tomorrow at some point. So Lindsay wants to know, do we pick up extra cookie sales sheets at the you can pick them up either at your service center office, or you can check with like your cupboard manager or your PSC. They may have extras as well, but definitely any of the council service centers or boutiques would have those extra forms.
And usually at the Omaha pickup at the IGO warehouse, sometimes there will be extra forms there at a table too. So
Yes.
Yeah.
And Tracy
Okay.
just said yes, Omaha there at the warehouse. Perfect.
Okay.
So Vicky, this is Wendy Warner.
Yes.
Related to the earlier question about when cookies would come in, I am not sure that I picked it up on a previous town hall, but did you talk about how to order for cookie cupboards?
Like
how
the
to order yes,
planned
a
orders?
planned order for a cookie cupboard, an upcoming cookie cupboard.
We haven't really yet. That was our plan to talk about planned orders on next week's town hall.
Okay.
Because we want to get through initial deliveries first, and since the sales doesn't start until the 9th, our plan was to cover planned orders on next Tuesday's town hall so that they're prepared for the following weekend. Does that help, Wendy?
And and the first booth can be on the 16th, is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
thank you.
So yeah, if they're doing booths on the 16th, they definitely want to think about including cookies on their planned order for that if they haven't ordered them already as part of their initial order. Good question. Thank you, Wendy.
Right, because, okay, so cookie sales start the 9th, so that the 11th, they put in their first planned order.
Yes.
And that would need to be included for any cookie booths that they would have the following weekend.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that is correct.
Speaking of cookie booths, this is our first year, and I know it says 1.5 to 2 cases per hour, and then I assume multiply that out by the averages of type of cookie, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But should I like plan on, if it's a 3-hour booth, plan on 4 hours worth of cookies, or I don't want to overpack, but I don't want to underpack either.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. If you don't use all your cookies for your cookie booth, you can always use them to fill orders that your girls have. Instead of ordering more cookies just for the girls, you could, the cookies that you order in the planned order become possession of the troop first, and then you distribute them however, whether it's towards your cookie booth, towards orders that the girls give to you, so, but yeah, if you're doing a 3-hour booth, and especially if you're doing that the first weekend, I would probably look maybe like at a 4-hour total, just because that's the first time people have seen that, and they're going to be hungry for cookies. So, there's a lot of factors that you have to kind of look at when you're planning cookies for your booths. The location is a very busy location. Is it a so-so location? How many hours you're going to be there. You definitely want to have the more popular kinds, like your Thin Mints, your Caramel Delights, the 2 peanut butter ones, but also have a few of the others on hand. So does that answer your question, Jen?
It does. How do we know if it's a popular booth or not? I don't are the first, I think it's the first weekend we're at the Dream Lab. So is that going to be like high traffic, or is that just
it could possibly be. It could be possibly be. I know. Joanne, you were going to say something. You have thoughts on it?
I was going to say, you might post on the East Central Facebook page to ask, and just say, you're a first time Daisy leader. We have these spots. What are your recommendations, or what have you experienced before?
Yeah.
Because that's the wisdom of the crowd that you'll get from there.
Yeah.
I think it also depends on what you do to promote it. Is that on the backside of Westroads? Is that what I remember? Joe?
No, it's going to be, it's by the Children's Hospital by Methodist. It's right on Dodge. So,
yes.
I mean, it's a high traffic area, definitely. So
if you use yard signs, maybe along Dodge Street, if they'll let you, if you do things to increase your visibility, I think that's something you can do to help yourself. Would you agree, Joe?
Oh yes, most definitely. I would even have like parents paired with their children, so that if you had, because you said it's the Dream Lab, so is it outside?
Yeah, I
Like
believe Tracy has it set up as a drive-through booth.
Oh,
Tracy said yes.
So you might have so you might have a parent-child with a sign that's on the sidewalk there directing traffic on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
You might have a couple of parents and girls there doing that. So
yeah. I've had that experience where I've had drive-through booths at the service center here in Columbus, and the girls set up in the parking lot, and a couple parents made big signs, because it's basically right by the highway. Made big signs and went to the edge, safely. It stayed away from the street, but there's enough room that they could kind of stand on the edge of our parking lot, and they could put big signs up and wave as the cars go by, and they always try to get the semis to honk at them and stuff. But and we've had some very successful drive-through booths there at the council office. So if you even if you can make a little flag or something, just something to get drivers' attention, and kind of point, maybe a sign with an arrow on it says, cookies this way, or something like that. That helps as well. So great ideas, everybody.
And then also, Vicki, in the booth locator, can they share that booth locator link?
Yes. So Tracy does actually have those booths at the Dream Lab set up as a council created booth, and so it is automatically in the booth locator. So, but if they're doing Troops of Crew booths, they can also, as long as they're putting their booths in Smart Cookies, then it will go to the booth locator. So if people are looking for booths, they can type in that zip code, and it'll bring up booths in that area that day or that weekend. So. Okay, are there additional questions? Okay, just one last quick thing I wanted to just share. I'm going to try to go back to my screen here. Let's see if I can get it to come up. We just got the family guide posted to our cookie webpage. And so I wanted to bring your attention to that. So if families are asking questions about cookies, we have this great resource here. And I kind of wanted to point out some contests that we have coming up. One of them is the Girl Scout Cookie Commercial Challenge. And it says, are you a creative go-getter who loves making videos? The Girl Scout Cookie Commercial Challenge offers you the opportunity to show your techie side along with your creativity and people skills by creating a promotional video. Videos can be 30 to 60 seconds long and sent via direct message to our Facebook page. Video submissions will be featured on our various social media platforms. The submission deadline is Sunday, March 17th, and there is a QR code that parents can scan and get more information. But we also will have a Bling Your Booth contest. There's information there. That talks about the entrepreneurship badges and pins, and then there's a cookie quest that girls can follow and get a patch for. So I'm just going to go back to the beginning here real quick. So this is what the family program guide looks like. It has information about the cookie program, dates to remember, parent caregiver responsibilities, digital marketing tips, badges, little information about the cookies themselves. There's the goals, the rewards sheets, the program rewards. It's a family adventure, so it talks about how parents can be involved with their Girl Scout, how to grow the business, online selling resources, gift to sharing, parent caregiver checklist, and then like I said, those contests that we talked about, and then our product program team information is on the back. So I just wanted to share that with you a little bit, and so that you are aware that that resource is now available for you to refer your parents to if needed. So do we have any
that
other?
is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Vicki. And I'm going to post that on the East Central page also. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So do we have any additional questions? If not, sure, I can do that. Hold on just a second. If my screen quits moving on me. Oh, come on. All right, there you go. Okay, if there aren't any additional questions, we're going to go ahead and give you some time back for your evening. We want to thank everyone for joining us tonight, and we look forward to hearing the girls' stories and if they're meeting their goals. And sounds like the weather's going to be great to start the sale off, and so we are just really excited for a great season. So if you have no more questions, we'll go ahead and let you have the rest of the evening back. And I am going to go ahead and stop the recording.